Today, we're talking insomnia, and man, this is a real beast. If you have insomnia, it makes everything in life harder. It makes trying to heal harder. It makes any enjoyment of life, any quality of life, it just has a negative impact on. And if you've never had insomnia, it just might sound crazy, but if you had it, you know what it's like, and you're just drained. You don't get the quality or amount of sleep that your body needs to heal and recoup. And it shows each day when you're trying to make it through the day. So getting insomnia under control is kind of like a high priority when you're trying to heal. Like, let's get that handled. And then it's going to make everything else easier. It's going to have that waterfall effect that makes everything else more enjoyable to do. So insomnia is an interesting symptom because it can have a pretty wide range of effects. And usually there's more than one thing, more than one cause that's playing in. It's not like it's just a sluggish liver or it's just a chronic low-grade viral infection. Often there are multiples of these things. Sometimes there's all of them, right? So this is one where we got to throw the kitchen sink. We got to drop an atom bomb in there. We got to work on everything to some degree just to make sure all our bases are covered. Now, what I do with clients is I'll look at their health history and I'll say, okay, well, do they have a lot of other symptoms that point back to Epstein-Barr or shingles or heavy metals? Or, is this more adrenal liver focus? Or is it just someone who has a ton of stress and we need to get strengthen their body's response to that stress that they have to deal with on a regular basis? So the nice thing about these protocols, guys, so reason 1027 why I love these protocols and I'll use these protocols my entire life is that what's going to work against a virus is also going to be very beneficial for heavy metals and your adrenals and your liver and your stress response. So if we're doing one thing right, it's going to have a positive effect. It's the most holistic. I think it's the only true holistic thing out there. You can't do the right things for fighting a virus and have that have a negative impact somewhere else in the body. It all works together. It's a beautiful, cohesive thing. I absolutely love that about this. Of course, there are, you can ramp up the antivirals. If you know you're working on a viral issue, you can ramp up the adrenal support. Yeah, of course. But if you're not totally sure, if you just follow the basic protocols, that's going to be a good start. And this is where you want to go. And then, of course, as with everything, the main thing is the food. This video is not going to be about food so much. I've covered that in a lot of other videos and kind of the gist and the framework of what that should look like. At least starting out. And after that, that's where it can get very personalized, individual to individual. And that's what I help my clients figure out, right? But if you want to just get a good framework, make sure you're not eating foods that make any of these worse. And make sure you're eating foods that, to some degree, are cleansing viruses and heavy metals, supporting adrenals, supporting the liver. That's where you got to be with the food. But supplements, when it comes to sleep issues, can be very effective right off the bat. And most of the time, I will tell people, hey, supplements are great. You should bring in supplements. If you want to do the best you can for yourself, especially long term, supplements definitely need to play a role. But for the most part, they're not going to give you a huge shift in momentum right off the bat, even if you're So let's say, for example, you have brain fog, right? And you're taking supplements to, let me use a different example here. Let's say you have neuropathy and it's caused by shingles virus. And let's say, you're like, yeah, I hear you. I got to do the food part right. I got to starve the virus and eat more antiviral foods. But I really just want some sick supplements. Tell me all the supplements. I'll just go spend a ton of money on supplements. I'll do that and hope that works. You can do that. It's not bad, but the chances that it actually moves the needle in your neuropathy symptoms in the beginning, not that great, honestly. You're going to get the bulk of your results from food. And that's just how it works with most health symptoms and conditions. Insomnia is different. In my experience working with clients with insomnia, you can move that needle pretty quickly with the right supplements in the beginning. Of course, you should do the right things with food as well, always. But I like to bring in supplements much earlier in a program with my insomnia clients versus some other things. So I'm going to share my favorite, most effective supplements for insomnia. I'm not going to go into dosages. That can look different person to person. Talk to who you're working with. I never understand these people who are like, it's 3 grams of melatonin if you have sleep issues. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Everyone's going to respond differently. Some people go very high dosages with supplements. Other people stay on the lower side, and everyone's in between. So what's the point of being like, I mean, if you just want, the way I think of it, if somebody just wants like generic, like what should I take? Look at the back of the label. That's very generic. You're not generic. You have a very unique situation, a completely unique situation that is going to require at least slightly different amounts of supplementation to get you to where you want to go. So I'm not going to try to guess for everyone who might be watching this or watch this in the future what exact supplements that you need or what amount of supplements that you need. And as always, like, there's no guarantee that just taking these great, if you're taking even the highest quality, like Vimergy brand supplements or whatever's the highest quality when you're watching this, there's no guarantee that this is going to do the trick right off the bat. I still would encourage my clients to like, hey, stick with these because these are going to get us to where we want to go at least more quickly. But it's like everything else. Like, it might depend on, what you're willing to do, what you're able to do on the diet side of things, like what your internal environment is coming into starting these supplements. There's all these factors, but you can go ahead and run these down with you anyway. So my favorite supplement for sleep, insomnia, is GABA. And GABA is the main inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain. So it just calms everything down. And it's pretty potent. It's pretty powerful. Most people are going to feel that effect within minutes of taking a high quality GABA supplement, right? So that's fantastic. That's good. That's my first supplement I get them on. Then melatonin. And there are lots of people who have a kind of sour taste in their mouth from melatonin in the past. It gives me weird dreams. I heard it's not good to take a hormone. Whatever, like melatonin's a fantastic, not only for sleep, melatonin is a powerhouse antioxidant. It's great for your immune system. It's great for your liver. It's great for your neurotransmitters. I love melatonin. Again, quality and dosages can determine a lot in how somebody experiences any supplement. I think that's even more so the case with a supplement like melatonin. So I love that. Lemon balm, a good high quality lemon balm, like a non-alcohol herbal tincture, that's fantastic. And that can give a lot of people like a very calming effect right when you take it. It's got terpenes, the same thing that weed kind of got popular for. It has a decent amount of those in there, so that has a nice calming effect. It's a great supplement as well. It's antiviral. It's one of the top herbs for overall health. Then there's ashwagandha. Again, a very relaxing supplement. It's great for the adrenal glands. And then magnesium glycinate also helps to relax things in the body. So that's a very it's a good, robust, it's certainly not all that someone could take to kind of set the stage for the best quality sleep now and in the future. But if we're looking for immediate impact, these are kind of my go-to supplements here. There's lots of factors that lead to insomnia. So the best thing to do is to look at it from the point of view is there's probably a bunch of these going on. Let's set up a food plan that addresses all of this stuff. Let's get that part right. And then sooner rather than later, let's bring in these supplements and get those going. And guys, guess what? There's even more than this that can be done. But again, that varies person to person. And insomnia, if you stick with it and you really want to fix it, you're going to fix it. It can be done. Insomnia, don't give up. You should fight to get your sleep back. You should fight for that because I'm sure you know this if you're struggling, but once you get that back, man, life gets a whole lot better. So hang in there. You can do it. If you need help, send me a message.